YouTube channel. Welcome back to Olamde's Corner. And today on this episode of Pushing 18, we have, we have a very, very important guest, Miss Flourish.
Hi everybody. I'm Flourish. Agaboko. Yes. I'm so sorry. I'm very weird on camera. So like everybody else has to be with
And
me.
she just had to come. Flourish just had to come on this channel. Like she had to just be here. So today on this episode of Pushing 18.
Sorry, I heard that pushing it is because she thought I'm not even 18 yet, bro.
Can you see? I don't even know. I actually said about this series. I'm going to be inviting those that are 18 and those that are not 18, so that those that are not 18 are
I'll be 18 very soon.
I'm going to know very soon. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about teenage struggles. Basically, like young adult struggles, things that you go through during your formative years, struggles, things that you pass through and stuff like that. So, Flourish, what do you think are examples of like teenage struggles? Before we go into what we actually more prepare for this.
Okay, so basically, I don't think like there's an exact teenage struggle. I feel like it's unique to every single person. Might have this, might have this. Like when I was researching about stuff, I was seeing stuff and I was like, I don't think I went through this when I was a teenager. So like I just feel like it's unique to every single person, every single teenager.
Yeah, definitely. So, like she said, it's unique to every teenager. There are some things some people go through and some do not go through. But I think there's something we can all agree that most people go through: identity crisis, like you said. Identity crisis. So, for those that don't know what identity crisis is, it's about basically you being confused about who you are as a person, just being confused about your identity. I'm not saying your gender or anything, but then who you are as a person. Like, if they ask you now, who is Olamide? What do you say? Basically, that's identity crisis, right? So that's why identity crisis. So how do you think? Have you gone through identity crisis?
Have I gone through identity crisis? As I don't know how to put it. I don't know if I should say I went through identity crisis because I think I went through identity crisis because I went to a boarding school, right? So like when you're in a boarding school, you have a regimented life, and then this you're supposed to do, this you're supposed to do. So you'll be thinking that's what you are, that's who you are, but
you're more than that.
exactly, just like you're being confined to one thing. So you be just like, okay, this way I'm going to be, this way I'm supposed to be my week by this time. So you're just feeling like I'm a night reader because you guys always go for night prep and everything. But as you grow, right, you'll be able to find out that okay, this is not for me, this is for me at the end. So I think I had identity crisis and I did not know I had identity crisis. Like that's a very, very big issue I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what goes on with a lot of people. For example, now I would say people that people that are going to school, people that are good in school. I feel like a lot of them go through it. You begin to ask yourself, am I more than this? Am I more than getting first? That's why I feel like a lot of people have spoken to someone before, and she'll tell you that she doesn't believe that there's more to her. She just believes that okay, what I am is getting first. What I am is being on top of my class. But that's not true. You are way more than that. That's just like it's a huge part, but then that's just a part of who you are. Do you get? So that's what identity crisis basically is about. And like she said, a lot of people go through it and you do not even go through it. You find yourself just asking, maybe just sit down and you're just thinking, is this all I am? Or sometimes they just ask you as a joke that, okay, describe Olamide, describe Flourish. And you can't describe yourself. You can't tell people, okay, who are you? What are you about? You really do not know who you are.
And one way, I feel like one way to know that you're going through identity crisis, you just ask your friend to like describe you. Just I don't know, anyhow, someone just describe you, and then you start mentioning things, and you're looking, is this actually me? Like you don't be so confused because in your mind that's not who you are, but then what you're showing other people is basically like all those characteristics.
And that brings me to my next point: difference between what you want and what people want.
That one is actually very hard.
Exactly. It's like you have to even know what you want first.
Exactly, because you find yourself doing what other people want as what you want.
What you think you want most times.
But most of the time it's like more than that.
Okay, so let's take it back to going like entering secondary school. Like okay, let me say entering your SS1. Did you know what you wanted? Okay. Or did you go for what maybe your parents or other people wanted for you?
And so it was very easy because my mom here, she's like some person that like them is a story. I like them stories, whatever I say. So my mom wanted me to become a doctor, surgeon, because I love like little children. She was like, "You can become a pediatric surgeon, pediatric doctor, da da da." And me, I wanted to become. I like all those business. And whenever I watch movies, all those leads, when I see business women, I'm like, that's what I want to do and everything. So I was like, I hand no. I want to tell me that she will not force you, but then she will be like pushing the idea to you and everything. But I knew that she wanted me to become a doctor. So I told her that I don't. So she not really forced me. Just considering your parents just really wanted to do that thing. I just went against it. And then before I entered the SS1, we don't say this. I think we know choosing our career path and everything. So our guidance counselor called us. They gave us this exam. You choose what you want. Like she not tell us what it was for. Just pick what you like. Pick what you like. Everybody said pick anything. So like after everything, it was so just made me so sure. So I think that part of career path, I just knew that yes, I'm supposed to go to business class.
Yeah, but one thing we can notice from your story is the fact that what helps is you already knew what you wanted.
Yes.
So you didn't allow what other people wanted for you to affect. So I think that a crucial part in knowing your identity, knowing who you are, is actually knowing what you want for yourself. Knowing what you love, knowing what interests you and things like that. Because you find it that till today, that's why most times when I hear things like, okay, they tell you that, okay, most times what you study is not what you become and things like that. But to some extent, I feel like it's a problem because most of those people that don't do it, they realize, okay, they got it wrong, like in choosing what they actually want or choosing what they actually love. And that is why they come out and then they go a different way. It's not because okay, that's just like maybe you do this, another thing happens and stuff like that. It's because maybe they actually made wrong decisions. So it's like, this now we're talking about teenage years, it's like your young adult life is a very, very crucial part.
Like a fundamental.
It is, yes, it's a
Basically makes
crucial.
up whatever you do in the future.
Definitely. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is knowing how to set your standard. Knowing how to set a standard for yourself so people do not set that standard for you. Or you don't just live your life in a way that has no standard. So, do you know what do you have to say about setting some standard?
Okay, certain standard. You know, I think when I can't remember the question. When I just like start all those standard, all those I set standard for myself. Like I basically went to go and Google how to set standard for yourself. That's just very wrong. Don't do that. You have to know what you like. Like where do you see yourself? Okay, that's a very people stop asking that question. See now I'm asking the question. People stop asking where do you see yourself in 5 years. Like that's just a lot. But just where do you see yourself? Don't give it don't give it time. You just where do you see yourself in the future? Like what do you want to do? Those should be your standard. Like it must not be how do I put it now? Set standards like everywhere. Don't focus on just your career, where you want to see your career. Because if your career now does not go like that doesn't spot every single thing.
Yeah.
Just set different so you just know that okay, I'm accomplishing this other thing. Like now I wanted to learn language. And I was telling this girl that I was learning different languages. And she was laughing at me.
I was not
For
like,
instance,
let's learn it.
she don't be like when I say let's learn Spanish.
I'll
I've
say
read a lot
yes
of
now. I'll
times.
say yes, let's
Yeah.
learn it now.
So this is like when I said this, I was like I wanted to learn something like and just have like little knowledge about it. Okay, there was another thing I set for myself and I now accomplish it. But then my Spanish, I've started it and I'm accomplishing it. See, that has given me like, can I say faith to know that
Yeah.
okay, I've done this for them. I don't want to, even if it does not start now, I'm still getting there. So like when you set standard on different not just one thing. When you set different standards, when you're accomplishing this one, you're accomplishing this one, at least you know that this by this you need to get to that one I want.
Yeah. And I think you should also realize that, okay, like you said, those standards do not really define you. So it's like, even if that standard, that thing, that goal you set for yourself does not happen, doesn't mean, okay, it says a lot about the kind of person you are, or maybe it reduces you. It doesn't reduce you. That's just basically life. Sometimes you set goals for yourself and they don't come true, does not mean later on they won't. It might not just be the perfect time. That is why, most times in secondary school, we used to do these things that maybe you and your girls, you guys are just and stuff like that. And then you start comparing yourself to people abroad. And then I tell one of my friends, me and her, we used to be like, you can't compare yourself with those people. You don't have the same opportunities. Like this time, it's not a time okay you say, okay, at this time you want to have a car, that's not the standard you're setting for this moment. That is not the most important thing. Whether you say, okay, people are buying wigs, people are, those are good things. Like most times, it's good to have the good things of life. But don't set standards for that. If those things happen naturally, fine, it happens. But when you put those kind of standards on yourself, like those kind of goals, when you don't achieve it, it really, really weighs you down. Like you really don't tell yourself, okay, that's why even for this my channel here, a lot of people tell me that well, you're actually doing really, really good. Like a lot of your videos get over 100. But I could be setting the standard. Sometimes I start thinking that this other person is getting this person is getting over 1,000 views and stuff like that. Maybe we're in the same class, we're in the same this, we stay at the same time. But see, if I would have those kind of things weighed down. I remember there was a day and I was really, really weighed down when I was checking YouTube. And I'm like, okay, I posted this video this time and it's getting these views, and the views are not increasing. While I see another person, they posted a video a day ago, not like people that have mad subscribers, yes. But then maybe a friend of yours or somebody that you sharp or connected to their channel, and then I just see that this person one day ago they're already getting over 1,000 views, and then if I begin to weigh on that the fact that it means to bring me down. You get what I'm
And
saying?
one other thing, you have to consider resources you have.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, those people getting over 1,000 views now, they it's possible like they know a lot of people.
Yes.
First of all, they have like a lot of ways to publicize their videos and everything. So obviously, you're going to have a lot of. But you now, you don't have like a lot of. Like that person now might not have a lot of things as you get what I'm saying, Sha. As the other person, so you cannot just trust compare yourself when you guys don't have the same resources.
Okay, so at this point, do you have anything you have to have? In fact, you must say something. Anything you just have to say? Okay, we've talked about the problems. One thing people should understand.
So, okay, I feel like what teenagers or young adults should understand is that there's not a particular way to be, right? Okay, because people, like, you go on social media and then you just see it's 21 years, 22, 23 year old. I'm 17. But, like, you go there and you see, like, other people doing different things, and then you'll be like, is this not how I'm supposed to be? But I'm saying that it's actually not how you're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's actually not how you're supposed to.
Like, you're not supposed to be like them. I don't know how to put it.
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Because me, I used to say something when you look at okay, all these young actors and stuff like that. A lot of them have passed through things that they should be passing through later on. Like at this point, this is not might not be what they should be doing, but just because life happened maybe faster for them, so you should not. Some of them actually regret it. So you should not now compare yourself with them because their life went faster.
And there's no like particular way. I don't know if people feel like teenagers should make really wrong decisions, teenagers should do this. I'm like, like if you have your life sorted or you have your life yes, planned out at the beginning, it's not bad. Like just go with it. Don't think that you are wrong because other teenagers make a lot of mistakes. Like just go with everything.
There's anything I've learned from this fact that everyone's journey is unique. Maybe there are some struggles some people go through, and there are some that you don't go through. That does not mean you are lesser or you are different or things won't work out for you. Things will always work out for you in a different way at the perfect time. Some things work out for people earlier, your own might be later. But just realize, understand that things are still going to work out for you. So at this point, first, I want to say thank you for being on this channel. Thank you very, very much. It has been a long time coming, but I really, really appreciate it. And please make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to share. And I hope to see you back here next